Sure.
All right.
Then Clover and I will go with Alice.
As long as I get to go with Alice, I'm fine.
I don't have any objections. We'll be going through the yellow door, right?
That means Dio, Quark, and I are doing the cyan door.
Stuck with a kid and some old fart. I can't see how this could possibly go badly.
Well, maybe we'll get lucky and you pull your head out of your ass.
What did you just say?
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7.
We need to hurry!
3, 2, 1, 0. Chromatic door.
Didn't you see the door? It said this is the lounge.
Well, there doesn't seem to be much dust. Maybe there is.
Beats me.
It looks like there are 4 doors in here.
Yeah. The one we came in, the one opposite it, and 2 more on the left and right. The 2 on the sides are covered with metal plates, though. Don't think we'll be opening them anytime soon. I didn't see any other doors in the hallway we came through. Maybe we can find one of the keys to the AB room in here somewhere.
Do you think it works?
Hey, someone's coming.
And Dio, Quark, and Tenmyoji!
We ran into them a little bit ago. Well, not literally, of course.
I don't know. With a prowl like that, I imagine you run into a lot of things.
Let me see the map.
That's the same as the map we...
Oh, we found a map like that too. Ours was in the crew quarters.
Maybe we should sit down for a bit and exchange information.
No, there's plenty.
This is just...
These doors have colors on them too. The one on the left, the one in the... and the one on the right is red.
Looks like we gotta head back. Quark, why don't you show them?
Sure.
Oh? Did it say because if it we found our...
So, this is the lounge.
It would seem Zero's notes were telling the truth. Getting back here was easy enough.
That means we could all go visit the infirmary, too.
Or the crew quarters.
Hey, Grandpa, check this out. It's some of your favorite scotch.
Oh-ho. Tempting. I don't really think now's the time. Let's go, bud. As soon as we get out of here, I can drink all the scotch I want. You can drink all the root beer floats you can stomach.
What? You're gonna get me a root beer float?
But, are you sure? Do you have enough money?
Oh, ye of little faith. I found an old factory full of rare earth metals the other day.
Let's get her to the infirmary. She might, if we're going to do an... Come on, boys, let's...
Ah, yes, I remember.
Oh, yeah?
Because Alice Clover...
Yes, I think I should be able to manage that.
Up here. Seriously? That's the best you can do? I was expecting something about how I jump at the first sign of trouble. Yeah, well, there was something I wanted to check out. This thing. Remember it? Try opening it. Then that means this AB room is locked down tight. No one could get in. Yeah. I know. I just wanted to be sure.
5 minutes.
Let's go. I imagine Algernon's waiting for us. Look, there's something on this. Astute observation.
Hooray! I've been waiting. Oh, will all of you please stop bombarding me with questions? The other people in the other rooms are I. For example, Siggy and Five that and musical obvious and be well after all. What don't first you should all you guys have maybe it's a little okay, I think it'll just after all. No, I won't wait, didn't you hear me?
1 minute.
You see? See you later. Have a nice trouble.
We don't have time to choose betray. We don't know if we choose ally, that's a loss of 2. You tell me. Exactly. If our beep so
30 seconds.
just press the damn button. Fine. If you won't do it, then I...
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
When your BP hits 0, you die. That's what I meant.
1. Round result. Thank you. Ambidextrous.
What was that? Don't play dumb. You chose ally. Didn't you hear me? I told you that if your BP No, you could have done it. The brain's processing power increases during a crisis. It starts working so fast that a second can seem like an eternity. Your brain was doing that right before time ran out, wasn't it? Well, am I wrong?
Yo, what's up, Siggy? No! Hey, we're up.
Let's go. Time to see what the results are. Maybe it's different this time.
Good.
Looks like you're all. Let's get ambidextrous.
If every...
Here are the results from your game now.
Oh no, it's nothing. You don't have to thank me. I only did what anybody would have done. I believed in you and Phi.
Quark, what happened?
No, it wasn't me. Mr. Dio tricked me. He told me he'd pick allies. He promised. That's why I let him do the voting.
Is this true, Dio?
Are you serious? This kid's full of shit.
What?
I didn't do squat. Quark was the one who decided how we were gonna vote. You wanna know what he told me?
You just leave the voting to me, Mr. Dio. Grandpa's gonna choose to ally for sure. 'Cause I'm his opponent on this one. I think we should betray. To be honest, I'm getting kinda tired of that grumpy old bastard. He's had a good life, but it's time for him to go. What do you say we leave the old fart here and leave? I've got a plan. See, don't worry about me. I'll just tell him you tricked me. He'll believe whatever I tell him. Besides, if he still trusts me, that'll make it easier to use him again later. What do you say, Mr. Dio? Pretty good plan, huh? Alright, let's do it.
You're lying! I never should have trusted you! Dio! You're a lying jerk!
Sure, kid, keep whining. See if I care.
Grandpa! You believe me, right?
Don't let this brat fool you, old man. All of this is just part of his plan.
You bastard! I'm not gonna let you get away with this!
That's enough, Quark. Don't lose your temper. How long have I known you? I could be deaf and blind, and I'd still know if you were lying to me.
Really?
You're just as gullible as he said you'd be. Hook, line, and sinker. Let me give you a little warning, Tenmyoji. That little shit is a hell of an actor. I'll bet you money he's a born con man. I don't know what he is to you, but if I were you, I'd trust the kid as far as I could throw him, and at your age, that can't be much. You hearing me, old man? Keep an eye on him.
It's all right. I understand.
I'm so sorry.
I apologize. This is very unfortunate.
The past is the past. There's no point complaining about it. I'll just have to try and get those points back in the next AB game. Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another?
Well, you said if there's a round...
If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be Tenmyoji or last. One or the other. Or... it might be both of them.
What?
Why am I going to die?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone who's VP, I'm pretty...
I see. Alice and I only have one BP. That means we'd have less than...
What?
What the hell? This is important stuff. Why didn't you tell us about this earlier?
Sorry.
Sorry's not going to cut it. I thought you were supposed to tell us the rules, not hide them.
Well...
Is there anything else you've conveniently left out? It's not fair to make people play a game without explaining all the rules.
I think it's fair. After all, it's not like anybody else knew, right? Right, Fido?
Yeah, I guess so.
The next set of cards you already saw. There should have been 3. That means that to get through...
But wait! You...
Me too. Mine's cyan now.
Mine too. Wait, I guess the colors weren't the only thing that changed. It switched from pair to solo.
You're right. Mine switched from solo to pair.
Mine is now a solo as well.
Yep, looks like mine's changed too. I've gone from solo to pair.
I'm still a pair.
The three of us seem to be magenta now as well.
I'm yellow, and it still says solo. Fi, you and Dio are yellow now too, right?
Yeah.
Looks like I'm a pair.
When did they change?
Back when... As soon as they gave appearance and...
Oh, Sigma. Perfect timing.
You were here earlier.
Did you find anything suspicious?
Like, secret pathway or something.
Anything else, then? Anything out of the ordinary? How about this? This New Year's Eve, then? Wait, what did you say? What do you mean 6 days?
Wait a minute. When were you grabbed? Yeah.
I was abducted in the middle of the night on December 22nd.
I think it was the 20th.
Then we were all taken on different days.
Maybe they kept us on a Soparil IV drip or something?
In theory, you could have everyone wake up at the same time if you got the dosage right. I think that's likely.
Yeah. Some of us were probably abducted after you.
You too? I felt disoriented since I woke up. My body doesn't feel right.
Maybe it's because we were asleep for so long. Your muscles start to atrophy if you don't use them. Beats me.
I have no idea.
Nah, nothing in the quarters. Oh well, there was a book about a cat.
A cat?
Yeah. Something about a cat in a box and whether it's dead or alive. Didn't make any sense to me, though. Yeah, I didn't think so either.
Well, actually there was one thing.
What?
I wasn't trying to hide it. The right moment to mention it just never came up. Well, see for yourself. Yeah, it was in the safe in the infirmary.
Let me see that. Radical 6 infection spread.
Just read the article.
You mean you think we got infected with this Radical 6 thing? Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me.
Well, we don't know anything for sure, but look at us. We seem pretty healthy. Admittedly, I don't know what the symptoms of Radical 6 are, but if it's killing people worldwide, they must be horrific. Now, just look at this soft, lustrous skin. This perfect, shapely face. Does this beauty look like something infected with an awful disease? You want to touch it, don't you, boy? I can see it in your eyes. Go on. Try.
That could just be from sleeping for a couple of days. Or maybe it's a side effect of that drug. Besides, if this is where they ship people to quarantine them, don't you think there aren't enough, people? This thing is killing people all over the world, right? So why would there only be 9 of us here?
Think about it. Zero is forcing us to play this Nonary game. Why would the government quarantine people and then make them play a game? Yes, it...
Probably not.
That's true. I hope they're all right. Neither have I.
Me either.
I don't think you'll be able to just puzzle that out. If we want the truth, we need to find more information.
Alice and I are gonna stick around, you know, just in case you miss something. Don't really feel like I can trust your eyes.
Hello, Mr. Sigma.
Nothing yet.
Well, Alice, Clover, and I did go over this room quite thoroughly. I doubt you'll find any hidden hallways here. Well, I was concerned about the lady you found. Who would do such a horrible thing?
Given what we know so far, you're the most likely candidate.
Fly, please, why would I kill this woman?
Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying the evidence points to you right now. If we find more evidence in the future, that could change. Beats me. I've never seen her before.
I don't know her either.
Neither do I. Well, I suppose I might have known her before I lost my memories, but there's no way to know, is there?
You still can't remember anything?
No, not even a little, unfortunately. Are you suspicious of me too, Sigma?
If someone ran into you on the street at night, they'd probably pass out from fright.
Or maybe even during the day.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I apologize for my frightening appearance. No, I suppose not. Well, I assume not, but I'm not sure why, but none of this feels particularly strange. The mask and the suit, I mean. In a way, it almost feels natural. I don't feel as though I was forced into it.
Are you saying this is how you always look?
No, I don't think that's it.
This might be a pretty obvious question, but is there any way for you to take it off?
No, I've tried several times, to no avail. I honestly don't even know where to start. But there is something I'd like to ask of you. There are parts of the suit I can't see. Could you have a look and tell me if perhaps there is a switch or something similar? A hole?
You could open up the suit and take the mask off.
I see. That's excellent news. We just need to find whatever it is that goes in there then. Thank you. I feel somewhat relieved. I was beginning to fear I might have to spend the rest of my life like this.
Wait, a minute ago you said that it felt natural.
Well, it does, but that doesn't mean I want to stay in it forever. Imagine having glasses, for instance. Wearing them doesn't feel strange, but you'd hardly want to wear them all the time, forever, would you? That's what wearing this suit is like. Well, I think that's enough about me. Should we move to the next room now?
No. There still might be something here. I'm staying.
Me too.
I see. Well then, I will move ahead and see how our companions are doing. What do you intend to do? Where do you plan to go? Very well. I shall head for the lounge then. Until we meet again. Excuse me.
Oh, Sigma, what are you doing here? I wonder. Whoa, you think so? But you sure it ain't just all in your head? Why do you want to know?
Sigma, where'd you come from? No, it's okay, I guess. I just thought Tenmyoji was the only other person here.
This is the crew quarters. I came here with Clover and Tenmyoji. We decided we'd split up to investigate.
Zero. No, I meant I found 0 things.
I didn't find anything either, although I guess you could say this whole facility is suspicious. Well, maybe solving all of these puzzles is part of the Nonary game. Well, this is just, speculation, but maybe it's for entertainment. So rich, powerful people can watch. Yes, they're probably off in an opulent theater, watching us struggle while they drink brandy and eat caviar.
Oh, you think so, huh? So some rich bastards killed her off for kicks. What kind of a death is that?
Well, maybe her dying didn't have anything to do with the rest of the game.
No, Kay was right. If her dying wasn't part of all this, the rabbit would have said something. But what do we get? Nothing. Just tells us to keep playing and disappeared. I can only think of one reason he'd do that. Murdering her was always part of Zero's plan. Now, if you can think of another way all this fits, well, I'd love to hear it.
So you're saying that Zero Senior is the one who murdered the old lady?
Now, it sure looks that way.
That means there's a 7 in 1 chance anybody could be the murderer. Well, Alice and I can't be Zero. What? Come on, Alice and I know each other.
Well, how do you know each other?
I guess you could say we're co-workers. An organization?
That's kind of vague. What kind of organization?
That's... I can't tell you. I mean, I can't tell you. Just forget about it, okay?
Why can't you tell us?
Because it's... confidential. I promised I wouldn't tell.
Yeah! But what if the people you work for have something to do with what's going on here?
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I should tell you.
Hey, sorry to butt in, but it's time to go. Huh, you think?
Oh, I guess we'll just have to continue this later. We need to get back to the doors.
Chromatic doors have 5.
Ugh, you're late. What were you doing? An apology is not going to cut it. I can't go through that door without you. Zero said we'd get penalized if we didn't go through the primary door before it closed. Are you trying to kill me? Are you kidding me? Think it through, Sigma. Yes, you can go through the primary door by yourself. Now, you're standing in front of the secondary door. The time limit comes, and the primary door shuts. Now what? Now you're stuck, is what? Without the right number of bracelets, the secondary door won't open. Do you understand?
There'd be no way to open either door, huh? Man, that sounds even worse than getting your lungs turned off.
Sorry for worrying you, Quark.
In any event, now is hardly the time to be fighting like this. As you can see, the primary doors have already opened. We must hurry and decide who will be going through which door and with whom.
We're almost out of time. I'll just explain it as fast as I can. Just like before, there are only 3 possible combinations.
I'm not pairing up with Kay.
Oh? Why not?
We'd end up playing against each other the next AP game. Last time, you betrayed Clover. How am I supposed to know you won't do the same to me? You can't be trusted.
How unfortunate. To be honest, however, I would rather not go with you either.
Yeah? Why's that?
Well, you only have 1 BP left. I very much doubt you'll choose to ally in the next round. Even if you promised me you would choose to ally, I'd be in an undesirable situation. You see, I wouldn't be able to choose to betray. If I did, and you were true to your word and allied, then I would kill you. So there you are. That is why I do not wish to be paired with Tenmyoji. Of course, for the same reason, I would rather not be paired with Alice.
That's not a problem. Sigma and I will be taking Clover. I trust her more than any of the rest of you.
Yep, I want to go with Alice, too.
I would like to go with Sigma or Phi. They chose Ally last time.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. I'm Phi's partner. You should pair up with us. Sound good?
No.
I am also opposed to that choice.
If Alice and Clover pair up, and Luna and Dio pair up, the rest of us don't have a choice. We'll be stuck with Phi's option C.
I believe I mentioned before that I do not wish to be paired with Tenmyoji.
And I don't want to go with Kay either.
1 minute remains.
It's all over. This is it. We're all gonna die.
Are you all right?
No. That's not it. Don't you get it? We aren't gonna die. We have to die. We have to die here. All of us.
What the hell? Oh, snap out of it, kid. Oh, come on, Quark, talk to me.
No, I'm fine. You're the crazy ones getting so serious about this stupid game. We should just stop. End this. End all of it. End everything.
We need to get him to the infirmary.
No, we don't have time.
30 seconds
We don't have a choice. Quark's with me. I'll carry him through.
But we still haven't figured out who's going where.
I can't afford to be picky anymore. Someone just choose. I don't care who.
Sigma, you have to choose. Please, just do it. We don't have any time left.
9, 8, 7.
Right.
I'm coming.
Two, 1, 0. Chromatic.
All 3 doors seem to be locked.
That's unfortunate.
It looks like the device next to the number 9 door.
Why don't you try pulling the lever?
It opened.
You're probably just overthinking it. That door opened. That means we're going through. Bring it on. Don't go soft on me now. I'll leave you behind.
Come on, Sigma, let's go.
It is kind of confusing, isn't it? What is it for?
Well, I think it looks like some sort of workroom.
If you say so. We should split up and search it.
We need to find, key cards with moon symbols on them, right?
Yes, they should be somewhere in this room.
Now, hold up, Governor.
No?
You honestly think a voice that coarse could come from a throat as fine as this?
Oh yeah, that was me, mate. Oi! Over here!
Sigma, look! What is that?
Oh, blimey, that hurts. Ain't right for a fellow's back to feel like this.
And it's talking.
With an accent.
Can't help it, Flower. Didn't choose to talk like this. Not by heart. Now, Alice, darling, do I rightly recollect you characterising my speech as coarse? Why, that's right cruel it is. You really think I asked for this? See, they figured they'd give us all what you call them, personality. Some tosser thought they'd give me this one. It ain't right, I tell you. Cooper. Right you are, me old son, right you are. Well, go on, have a butcher's, mate. What do I look like to you? Robot, you say? Well, nearly there, but they call us golems round here.
Golem?
Oh, I've heard of golems. They're sort of monsters, I guess, from Jewish folklore. They're made from clay, and they look like men. They're supposed to do whatever their master, or a creator, or whatever commands them to do.
Well, aren't you a clever bird? You are, of course, correct. A golem of myth is a clay creation that moves under its own power. Our spellings are might different, though. The original blokes are spelled Golem, but me and me mates are Gaulem. That's an acronym for General Purpose Autonomous Labour Electronic Machine. The truth to tell, it's a bit rubbish when you write it out all like that. But I figure they wanted to make sure they had the golem thing in there, you know? What with us being robots and all. That don't seem quite kosher. After all of me mates here are golems too. I couldn't very well call all of you lot human, could I?
What should we call you then?
Well, we've all got a product ID, and they're unique. I figure that's as good a name as any.
And your ID is?
GTM-CM-G-OLM.
That's way too long. We can't remember that.
What? You taking a mickey out of me? Never had a problem myself. Right then, let's just use the last bit, shall we?
Golem?
Golem.
Well, I'll be buggered. Can't say I ever noticed that before. Sure, it's a strange coincidence, isn't it? What? A gentleman can't say something nice to a pretty young bird, eh? Oh, she ain't the only one of you lot whose name I know. I know who you are, Sigma, and you too, Luna. I'm right familiar with all 9 of you.
How?
You don't know? Well, they got cameras all over this place. Well, then again, the lenses aren't much bigger than a screw, and they're all hidden away. So I suppose I can't really blame you for missing them, huh? Now, as I was saying, there were these cameras, you see, and all of the data they record gets sent off to the mainframe in real time. So, I just gave the main core a ring, got those videos, and now I know everything you've done.
Does that mean...
You're Zero Junior?
Cool, blimey. Are you bleeding serious? You gotta be off your box if you think I'm Young Master Zero. A Young Master is a right proper AI what supervises all the electronic bits and bobs in this place. My humble self, and those with the misfortune to be like me, are more akin to computer terminals who are merely borrowing a little bit of the central core. No, not quite, Governor, not quite. I'd say me and me mates here are more like arms and legs, right? Now, you lot don't have brains in your arms and legs, do you?
Of course not.
Right you are, missus. It'd be all sorts of nasty if your elbows and that lumpy bit on your ankle was all packed with brains. Well, we're like your arms or legs. The golem's seat of consciousness, so to speak, ain't in the head. Fact of the matter is, it's not anywhere in the body, which makes a fellow wonder, where is it?
In the mainframe?
Spot on. So that part of me what thinks is in the mainframe. Everything this here body sees and hears and what have you, that all gets sent back. Then the mainframe does some sort of computery jiggery pokery and comes up with some decisions and those decisions beget commands. Now those commands are sent over the wireless like boop boop boop, and eventually my body picks them up. Finally, those commands cause actions what move the various bits in my body. That's why this thing's like a computer terminal, you see. The body's just an output device. If we were talking about one of them personal computers here, you could say a golem's kind of like a monitor.
Huh? Oh, wait a minute. Then wouldn't that make you part of Zero Junior?
Well, I suppose you could say that. What with us sharing a mainframe and all. But I don't know shit all about this game he's running. That part of the mainframe's locked away from the rest of us. I'm an independent core. Zero and I are 2 different blokes. You recollect what Golem stands for, huh? I'm autonomous. You sure, Governor? I watched you cross your arms just now. And now you're frowning and your forehead's getting all wrinked. You do these things on purpose. Well, when you cross your arms, will you think, right then, let's cross them, shall we? Curl on down then, mouth. Oh, and eyebrows. I'd be much obliged if you'd squeeze in a bit. There's a good pair of blokes. That's what you was thinking, innit? No? I figured you did all of that subconsciously.
Ain't no man on earth who says to himself, feeling a mite nervous, I'll just twitch me leg around a bit. Who's thinking real hard about something and says to themselves, well, I think I'll just give the old loaf a scratch, that'll help. How's about when you reach for your tip, when you turn a page in your book? Or what about when your eyes just go straight for the pear on that bird you fancy? Yeah, the list goes on, me chums. But all of those things are your subconscious at work. Now, true, when part of your body does something, it's because your brain said so. But that don't mean your conscious mind is involved. Fact is, it can't be. If your brain had to deal with all the piddly bits of living, it'd make you balmy. That's how us golems and the young master get along. You got it all sorted now, chums?
Then you're saying that Zero Jr. is the central part of the mainframe, and the golems are like his hands and feet?
Righto! Blimey, guess I shouldn't be talking about such heavy rubbish, eh? My shoulders are all stiff.
And you said your back hurt earlier. Are you just messing with us?
Yes, I did. And no, I ain't. Me back is a right mess, it is. Last maintenance check, they just left me. I've been on this bed here for years. The lubricant for me joints is all gummed up. Every time I move, it hurts.
But why did you wake up again after all this time?
Why do you think, love? Because you lot turned me on is why. Especially that other missus over there. Right you are, Governor.
Can you come with us then? The others need to see this.
No, I can't, and more's a pity. I can only go as far as this cable here will let me. I got internal batteries, but they're knackered. Matter of fact, that's why I was here for maintenance in the first place. The same goes for these other blokes too. Of course, they ain't connected to a power cable like I am, so they aren't going anywhere anytime soon. Huh? What question is that? Right, so you did. Not sure why you've got to bug up your arse about that particular issue, though. Curious, are you? And that's a good word, that is. A good, powerful word. The kind of word that will set any robot's heart to flutter. Let's get you sorted then, shall we? Just lend me your lords and peers for a tick. So, how can a robot get stiff shoulders? And what does pain mean to a robot? Tell me, Guff, you ever heard of the Chinese room? Yes?
Is there any particular reason this girl is, pretty? Or why we need to know what color underwear she's wearing?
Can't say there is. Just tickles me fancy, I guess. But the prettier the bird is, the more fun the story is, isn't it?
What?
What?
Right. Well, what I wanted to say was this. All them Chinese blokes outside the room didn't know nothing about them books what she had. So it follows that they would have thought whoever was inside spoke Chinese just like them, you see? After all, far as they can tell, they're having a nice little chinway with one of their countrymen. You thick? I feel pain when my body's having a spot of bother. Well, hold up, mate, this ain't right. We keep this up and we bug it. If things go really pear-shaped, we'll be brown bread. So says the central computer to itself, seeing that things are a bit bollocksed. In the interest of extricating my body from this unpleasant predicament, the mainframe sends out a signal over the wireless, and my software interprets that signal as pain, and I stop doing whatever daft thing I was doing. It's the same, innit? Just like the Chinese room.
So you're saying the robots feel pain differently than humans, right?
Use your loaf, missy. You listen to a word I've said. A human feels pain when you do something you shouldn't, like sit your bum down on a tack, right? Same thing for us robots. If you feel like being clever about it, there ain't really that much different between a human and a robot. Forget all about that mainframe and signal box. And us golems ain't that different from the bird in the room. So think about it, love. How do you know humans ain't the same, just without all the electronic-y pony? Huh? What if, when someone asks you a question, all you're doing is pulling out the right answer from some sort of phrase book in your brain? Ain't no way to prove that, of course, but far as I can see, there ain't no reason to. I mean, it's all the same, innit? If you're actually a thinking creature, or if you're just some kind of language processing machine. All what matters is if the person next to you does what a human ought. Looks like a person, acts like a person, and talks like a person, then it's probably a person. You want to live a normal life? That's all you need to know. Lay it on me, governor. Right you are, mate. Right you. Got so carried away on you, forgot. I haven't seen anyone for yonks, and I got on mighty excited is all.
Just spit it out.
Right. Well, there was something I wanted to tell you.
What was it?
Patience, darling. Now, I know I might look a bit out of sorts in a moment, but I ain't really supposed to. Same thing for the rest of the blokes here. Fact is, the reason we look a bit like skeletons is because we are a bit like skeletons. There's this special artificial biological tissue what's called ABT. When a golem's all new and shiny, they've got a nice suit of ABT over that metal skeleton. Makes us look right human, it does. Even feels like real skin, with pores, a little bit of hair, and a few pimples, scars and the like. Truth to tell, I doubt you'd be able to tell the real from the fake, even if it was right in front of you. See, right in the middle of...
Command violation. Rogue processes detected. Product ID GTMCMGOLM. Executing emergency deactivation. Unit GTMCMGOLM now inactive. No other rogue processes detected in additional Golem platforms. Returning to surveillance mode.
It looks like it.
I wonder what he was trying to tell us.
See, right in the middle of...
An ambidex gate has been opened.